And sorry, everyone. Hello from Miami, Florida. Yes, I'm not in Orlando today. I'm in Miami, and I'll explain that very soon. We'll be doing a messy vlog. That's the main reason I'm here. Thanks to AC Momento, and I'll talk about that in a second. But the U.S. men's national team roster for the CONCACAF Nations League finals, or shall I say semifinals, and then the final, hopefully we beat Jamaica, is out. And let me tell you a thing. Coach Lex Luthor, he mostly got it right. This is a pretty strong roster. This is pretty much as strong as it can get. There's like one or two details here and there, but I'm just going to be honest here. You guys know I'm not a big Berhalter fan, but credit where it's due. This is a very strong roster. We're going to go name by name, and I'm going to talk about, there's pretty much just one name that I would probably change. Outside of that, this is as good as it gets, man. And this is the best roster CONCACAF has. There's no nation in CONCACAF that has as good of a roster as the U.S. The issue here is one, starting 11, which I guess that Berhalter has been getting right lately. So I'm not overly concerned about the starting 11. There's some question marks if Gio Reyna will start or not because of his fitness. We'll get to that in a second. But Gregg Berhalter's system, right, his very pragmatic Berhalter ball system could be an issue with this team. But with that said, this is a pretty freaking darn good roster. And before I continue, I'm going to ask everyone watching this video for a favor, and I'll tell you why. Later today, I'm going to do a messy vlog. I'm going to the Inter Miami game thanks to AC Momento against Nashville for the CONCACAF Champions Cup. And I made a bet with the producer of the channel, Dustin, that I am going to get over 500 followers at AC Momento. The link to register at AC Momento, which is free, by the way, is in the description of this video. You can go there and follow me, because I want to win this bet. Technically, I'm cheating right now because I'm not supposed to really ask you to follow me there in this video. It's supposed to be only in the vlog. But here's the thing. The only thing worse than cheating is losing. Losing's for losers. I'm not a loser, so I will cheat to win this bet against Dustin. And he's probably sleeping in Asia right now because he's in Southeast Asia, so he won't know. So you guys can click on the link in the description of this video of AC Momento, download the app. It's free, and you're probably going to enjoy the app too. I'll explain in a second what it is. And then follow me in this app, Tactical Manager TV. Help me win the bet. I need to get over 500 followers, okay? Cheating's okay as long as you win. And hopefully there are no kids watching this because some parents will hate me for this. AC Momento is essentially an app where you can, you attend the game, you can put their pictures of it. So it's a bit like exclusive, not like Instagram or anything. And there's also match results. You can follow your favorite teams. You can personalize your profile. It's pretty cool. If you guys want to, I'll show you at the end of the stream, but link is in the description of the video. Let's go through the roster, and I'll talk more about AC Momento later. The X-Falcon is saying, what's the main formation for this group going to be? Probably a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3. I'm pretty sure Berhalter's going to go for 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. Aaron Long's big stick. Okay. Thank you for being a member. He's saying we need more diversity. Need MLS players. Gregg. There's a lot of diversity in this roster. Okay. There's enough diversity in this roster. And the lack of MLS players is good. It means we're improving. We have more and more players in the best leagues in the world. Last but not least, Brazilian Fury saying, as the wise Eddie Guerrero once said, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. Exactly. And I need to win this AC Momento bet with Dustin. So you guys can go download the app. It's free, and follow Tactical Manager. You'll love the app. Tomorrow in the vlog, I'll talk about it more, but do it right now. And you guys will like it. Every time you go to a sporting event, you can add in. It's like a ticket, and you can put exclusive pictures, and you can follow me every time I go to a game. And they make your profile with the teams you root for. Look. Download AC Momento. Link is in the description, and then follow me there, please. Let's go through the roster now. Let's go through this roster. 23-man roster to face Jamaica, and then in the final we would face Mexico, or we would face Panama, depending on who wins. The goalkeepers, Drake Callender from Inter Miami, Ethan Horvath from Cardiff City, and Matt Turner from Nottingham Forest. It's pretty clear what's going on here. Matt Turner is still the starter for Berhalter, as it should be. Drake Callender has been a bit iffy for Inter Miami. It's weird. He's been having some good shot-stopping moment, but some erratic decisions. I've been watching Inter Miami quite a bit lately. I don't think he should be the third goalkeeper. I'll probably bring Gaga Sonina to gain experience with the team. Young player playing for Eupen in Belgium. But Gaga Sonina might be with the Olympic roster. So I'm not going to be too picky about this. I'm fine. Turner's the starter. Horvath is the backup. He's been playing a lot for Cardiff City and playing decently well, doing okay in the championship. So Turner, Horvath, and Calendar, not much to complain about there. That's pretty much they picked themselves. Now defenders, and here you go. That's the first one we're going to have issues with, but it's not that much of an issue. Let's talk about it. Serginho Dest from PSV. He's suspended to face Jamaica, but he can play in the final. Should Dest have been included in the roster? Absolutely yes. And Serginho Dest from PSV is there, which, by the way, he's starting for PSV, and they play soon against Dortmund today, right after this stream. Christopher Lund from Palermo in the Serie B, the second division of Italy. I'm not going to lie to you. If you watch the U.S. Men's National Team Abroad series, I haven't been able to really watch Christopher Lund in the second division, so I can't give you an accurate opinion on how he's playing for Palermo. But when he played for the United States, he looked fairly competent, fairly comfortable, also looks like a good guy for the group. And I heard he's doing well in the second division of Italy, but I didn't watch him, and I don't want to give a take without watching the player. The other player is Mark McKenzie, that I also have not been watching much in Belgium, but I heard he's been doing well. Mark McKenzie's back. In the past, he's been very error-prone, but again, I think it's okay to have Mark here because Cameron Carter-Vickers is injured, so he couldn't make the roster. Carter-Vickers from Celtic. Then you got Tim Ream from Fulham, should absolutely be there. I know we have to slowly move away from Ream because we don't know how he's going to be for 2026, but he's here, and he's probably going to be a starter, and I probably would start Tim Ream with Chris Richards in this roster. And then moving on, we have Chris Richards from Crystal Palace, which at the moment, I think Chris Richards is the best center back we have. Starting for Crystal Palace, very good in the Premier League, still young, athletic, technical, smart player. Chris Richards, to me, is our best center back. Then we have our best left back, Anthony Robinson from Fulham, definitely our best left back, arguably our best fullback in general. And here's the only one that I actually have an issue with, and that's Miles Robinson. Miles was not good for Atlanta last season. I haven't watched them for Cincinnati this year yet. They played probably like 2 or 3 games. I think 3 games this season so far. Well, if you count the CONCACAF Champions Cup, more. I haven't watched Miles this season, but he wasn't good for Atlanta last season. I would have dropped him. He stayed in MLS. I would have placed Austin Trusty over Miles Robinson. That's what I would have done. Just my opinion. I would have brought Ream, Richards, Markenzie, and Austin Trusty. But Austin Trusty's out once again, not included in the roster. There's also obviously the thing with John Brooks, but Gregg's not going to bring Brooks. But I would probably bring Trusty over Brooks anyway. So that's the only thing. I don't think it's the end of the world because Gregg should start Richards and Ream. So it's not that big of a deal. If he does start Miles, then I have an issue with that. I wouldn't be surprised if Berhalter did that, right? He loves a head scratcher. Gregg Berhalter is usually like this. Like the universe gives Berhalter a sign, and then USMNT fans talk about it and everything. And then Berhalter just gives everyone the middle finger, shoves it right up our ass, and just, twists it right there. And that was very graphic, and I probably should have measured my words there. But it is what it is. I said what I said, and I have spoken. Last but not least, in the defenders, we have Joe Scally from Borussia Mönchengladbach. Absolutely should be there. And Joe Scally will probably start against Jamaica because Serginho Dest is out suspended, because of that little moment he had against Trinidad and Tobago where he just kind of kicked the ball to the stands and cursed the ref and just became very weird. Just a very weird moment from Serginho Dest, acting like a 10-year-old. Not even a 10-year-old, like a 6-year-old, like a little baby on the field. But let's go to the midfielders here. And let me go through the super chat real quick. Julian Viva is saying, this is a wake-up call for Brendan Aronson. He needs to get it together. The only missing is Taylor Booth, but he's injured. Taylor Booth is injured, so it's not even worth talking about because of that. Brendan Aronson has actually been dropped. Brendan Aronson has been dropped. And everyone, if you just arrived, don't forget to hit the like button in this video. Let's try to get it to 500 likes or something. And that's it. Just hit the like button in this video because it's free, and free is good. I mean, why not? Midfielders, Tyler Adams is back. And welcome back, Tyler. Welcome back, Captain. Captain Tyler. He's back. He's definitely not going to be 90 minutes fit. He hasn't played a single minute for Bournemouth this year. Hasn't really played actual soccer for almost a year. So Tyler won't be fully fit, but it's good to have him there for his leadership experience. And also, I'm pretty sure by then he'll be at least 15 to 20 minutes fit. If we have a lead against Jamaica, a lead against Panama, a lead against Mexico, putting Tyler in the last 15 minutes can help stabilize that midfield, protect the back line. I thought about maybe it should be better to rest Tyler. I probably would have rested Tyler, but I'm sure Gregg had conversations with him, and that was the decision they thought was the best. And I mean, having Tyler there only helps the team. So Tyler's back. Johnny Cardoso from Real Betis included, obviously, and there is an expectation that Johnny could possibly start. Been really good for Real Betis and probably has earned an opportunity to start for the U.S. men's national team. I probably would start Johnny. If he doesn't start Johnny and he goes with like a Weston, Eunice, and Gio midfield, I'm also not against that. I wouldn't die on that hill. Then you have Luca de la Torre from Celta de Vigo, which for Celta, he's played a lot in the midfield. He also played out wide. He also played as a winger. Luca de la Torre makes it. He's been having a decent season in La Liga, despite Celta Vigo struggling quite a bit. Weston McKennie from Juventus, probably a top 10 midfielder in the Serie A this season. Fantastic player, has 7 assists for them, and these are not like random ass assists. These are some very nice assists that he's been having for Juve. Very dynamic, fantastic defending. Weston McKennie's our best midfielder. That's what I'm going to say. And he is truly remarkable. This has been truly remarkable this season. Fantastic player. McKennie makes it here from Juventus. Yunus Musa from Milan. He's been benched for Milan, been in and out of the lineup, coming off the bench, but Musa being the roster is a lock, as it should be. And Musa might even start. And I'm okay with that too. Even though I think Musa can improve quite a bit in the final third, there's a lot of qualities in this player that is worth like having him on the field for you. Last but not least, we have Giovanni Reina from Nottingham Forest. And Gio made a stupid move. It was a very dumb move. He's a bright young man, a very talented bright young man. But the move to Nottingham Forest, it was dumb. Not the greatest, not smart. But he went to Nottingham Forest. He's not playing. Apparently, he wasn't fully fit for the last 2 games. I don't know how true that is. Gregg Berhalter brings Gio Reyna, so props to Gregg for that. Gio then is healthy. The question is Gio fully healthy? Is he fully fit? Right? That's the other question. Will he start for us? And I think he will. He's listed as a midfielder, and then we're going to get to Malik Tillman. And Tillman is listed as a forward, which means Gregg might be projecting or thinking of using Tillman as a winger. That's very important, right? Gregg usually gives these clues here and there, and it looks like Tillman is seen as a winger. Marvin is saying, where do you think Pepe can reach? I think he can be world-class. I don't think Pepe is a world-class potential prospect. I think Ricardo Pepe's ceiling is a player like Luke de Jong from PSV. I think if Pepe reaches that level for like Luke de Jong level, that's already the best U.S. men's national team center forward of all time, unless Balogun also develops well. So I think Pepe's ceiling, I think it's fair to say that it's like Luke de Jong. That's what I think is. I don't think he's a world-class prospect. Just my opinion, but you guys can let me know in the comment section of this video. I've watched a lot of Pepe, and that's my take on it. Turtle saying, sad day for Kevin Paredes fan. Rest in peace. It is. It's a sad day. Sad day, because Kevin Paredes, despite playing well in the Bundesliga, he did not make the roster. Would I be okay with him in the roster? Absolutely. Why not? But Kevin Paredes has not made the roster. Sam Hedge, thank you for the chat too. You didn't write anything, but thank you very much for the super chat. And then Julian Viva is saying, also Kevin Paredes is missing. To me, he should be part of the roster because he's a starter for the Bundesliga every week. I'll talk about that now that we're reaching the forwards. I would have definitely wanted Kevin Paredes there. You could have put Kevin Paredes there, maybe left Tyler at home, and then move Malik Tillman to the midfield. But again, it's like, look at this midfield. Look at the depth that the United States has. Tyler Adams, Johnny Cardoso, Luca de la Torre, Weston, Eunice, and Gio, top 5 league players that honestly can't play in top 5 leagues. Good players. It's a good roster. Now let's go to the forwards, and we'll talk about it here. So we have Floating Balogun from Monaco. To me, he's still our best center forward, and I would still start Balogun. I think he has a unique skill set that none of our other center forwards have. I think he's the most talented one, and he just needs to get his confidence back up. I would still start Floating Balogun from Monaco. Despite the... Look, I also think people are exaggerating his season. He hasn't been horrendous this season. He's going to have double-digit goal contributions in his first season for Monaco. So I don't think he's been as bad as people are trying to portray it. We don't know if Pepe or Sargent would have been getting goals and assists also in the French league. We don't know that. So that's one thing to say. Balogun, and then you have Malik Tillman from PSV. He's been really good for PSV this season. I do have some question marks in terms of him putting performances against good teams. Today, he has a great opportunity against Dortmund, and hopefully Tillman steps up and helps PSV knock out Dortmund so they can pay reparations for damaging Gio Reyna's career. So Tillman is here. Definitely deserve it. Should be in the roster. Ricardo Pepi from PSV also deserves to be here because he's been productive for PSV when he plays, despite being a backup to Luke de Jong. But Ricardo Pepi has been fairly productive for the U.S. men's national team, and that is actually extremely important when you're getting called in. And, with Berhalter ball that we get a lot of crosses in, we were like probably number one or number two in the World Cup, the most crosses per game. Maybe number one, actually. So Ricardo Pepi with crosses playing as a poacher probably fits the Berhalter system more. That's why he's been more productive than other center forwards for the U.S. men's national team. Christian Pulisic, our number 10, our best player that plays for Milan. Josh Sargent from Norwich, been really good and very productive in the second division of England. I think Sargent has deserved a call-up, so welcome back, Sargent. And Sargent can also play as a winger if needed. And then you have Timothy Weah from Juve, not having the best of seasons for Juve. It kind of showed that he's not really the level for a Juventus player. But Weah hasn't been horrible by any means, and he's probably still our best right winger. So Weah will start for us, and there's no way that I would think that Weah should not be included in this roster. The ex-Falcon is saying, out of possible clubs, Gio should have gone to Ajax. Well, but here's the thing. Here's my question to you. Did he have an offer from Ajax? Like, I know we love to speculate. We love to say Gio should go to PSV, Ajax, or Real Sociedad. We don't know what offers he actually had. Maybe he had an offer for Ajax, and they were just like, we can't pay the salary. I don't know. Sure, I would have definitely preferred for him to go to Ajax. He would ball out in the Eredivisie, and he would start for Ajax right now. But again, we don't know if the offer is there. And they said, why no Trusty? I don't know. He's healthy. I would have brought Trusty over Miles Robinson, Cameron, but that's what Gregg Berhalter did. Sam Hedges is saying, Adams to the bench. Excited to see our sixes. Yeah, Adams will probably be the backup. Of, I don't know if it's Johnny that's going to start, Musa at the six. But Adams is not fully fit to play 90 minutes. So I doubt Tyler Adams will start. But you know how it is with Greg. I don't think he'll start because you need Tyler healthy for the summer. But you can bring in Tyler to hold the lead. But going on here, just to wrap things up with this stream, what I want to put here, and Pete's right here, let go, great roster. So, guys, Pete's going to do a stream right after me, breaking down Berhalter's press conference, everything. So go to 11 Yanks. As soon as I'm done, Pete will be going live to give his take on the roster. But here's the thing. If I had to put a starting 11 right now, ignore Serginho Dest's suspension. If you had to put a lineup right now, what would be your starting 11? This would be my starting 11 right now. I'll go with Matt Turner on goal. I'll go on a 4-2-3-1. So I'll go Matt Turner on goal, Dest on the right, A-Rob on the left. My two center backs would be Tim Ream and Chris Richards. My double pivot right there would be Johnny and McKennie. But here's the thing, Johnny and McKennie. I would have Johnny drop as a lone 6 on the double pivot and McKennie push high up the field almost as a double 10 with Reyna. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. When we're in possession, Johnny stays deep, and then McKennie and Reyna as double 10s stay ahead of Johnny. Why is that? Gio can be more of the playmaker. McKennie can roam a bit more. And honestly, Weston has proven with Juventus that he can also be a playmaker. So having those two at the double 10 with Johnny behind them, it's probably the way I would go in possession. Now, the defensive shape, I would have McKennie drop with Johnny and Gio stay more as the 10. The right winger, I would still start Tim Weah. The left winger, I would start Christian Pulisic for obvious reasons. He's our best player. And then up top, I would have Balogun still playing up top. I think if you have this 4-2-3-1 where in possession you put the double 10s, right? McKennie pushes high up the field and Johnny stays. You have Johnny that's good in the ball that can feed Weston and Gio. And if you can't find them, you can go wide, providing with Weah, with Pulisic, or even A-Rob and Dest pushing high up the field. But here's the thing: if you have McKennie and Gio being able to pick a pass or put a through ball or slip a ball through, Balogun knows how to make those runs. If you have those guys playing as a double 10 in possession, you can actually have creativity through the middle, and you have the options out wide with Pulisic and Weah providing width. So you can get crosses in, sure, but you can also have that, flexibility. So that's probably what I would do. A 4-2-3-1, and then in possession, Johnny drops deep, double 10. So in possession, it would probably look like McKennie. I would have probably Dest and A-Rob almost pushed to the midfield. So it'd be the two center backs, and then Johnny with the two fullbacks next. So it's almost like a 2-3-4-1 in possession, like a 2-3-4-1 in possession. And then when we're defending, go back to a 4-2-3-1. Make it compact, make it narrow, push the opposition to the sides, force them out wide. That's probably what I would do. I'm obviously oversimplifying all of this, right? It's a bit more complex than that, but you guys get the idea of how I'd want this team to play. Will Berhalter do that? Absolutely fucking not. He's not going to do that, okay? Alexander is saying, rumored interest in Schulte by Arsenal. Does that make him the third goalkeeper? Should be at a higher level in Europe. Look, he's not going to start for Arsenal. Arsenal's probably going to pay a lot if they need a new goal. Like they complain about Raya, Ramsdale. Turner couldn't start that. He'll probably go to Arsenal, just be in the loan army or just be a backup. Schulter's talented, man. He's been good for Columbus, won the MLS Cup last season, and honestly, he was good. I just don't know if that would be a good move. He just get on the loan army, be kind of like Sonino, unless he gets a move to like a loan to the Belgium league. And no, moving to Arsenal does not automatically make him the third goalkeeper. And Cubo Maker saying, no Aronson makes me happy. Also, please tell Pete to pronounce my name when you get a chance. Cubone Maker. He doesn't know how to pronounce Cubone, the Pokemon? Cubone? Oh, I'll tell Pete. I'll tell Pete. Pete doesn't play much Pokemon. So that's what I would do for the U.S. men's national team in terms of playing style for this team. Would it work? I don't know. Probably need some time to implement it, some friendlies, but that's what I would like to see Berhalter do, that 4-2-3-1, and then that 2-3-4-1 in possession. But everyone, once again, let me put this on screen. Before we end the stream, make sure to drop a like, and when you're rewatching this, make sure to put your starting 11 description of this video. But look at this. This is AC Momento. I put the link in the description of AC Momento. Remember, I made a bet, and I'm technically cheating because I wasn't supposed to tell you guys right now because Dustin's sleeping. I was supposed to tell you on the Messi vlog that we're making later for tomorrow. But guys, the link's in the description. Download AC Momento. You can keep track of all the games you go to. You can also lurk and just like spy on me and see all the games I go to. You can post the pictures. They have the dates. They put like tickets for it. It's an amazing app. It's free. Download it now. You're helping the channel if you download, and follow me. I need to surpass 500 subscribers. Sorry, not subscribers, followers in the app to beat Dustin in the bet. What does it do? I don't know what I would win in the bet. Well, actually, I know what I would win, but I'm not going to tell you guys because it involves money. I'm not going to tell you guys. But help me out. Go follow us there on AC Momento. Download the app. The link is in the description of this video. You'll love the app, by the way. If you attend a lot of sporting events, you'll love it. If you don't, you can follow your friends and us at it, and we can put pictures of the events we attend. So link is in the description for AC Momento. And tomorrow we have a Messi vlog coming to you. Thanks to them. They got us here to Miami, and we're going to be watching Messi play Nashville tomorrow for the CONCACAF Champions Cup. And the Dookie chat, I'm deleting. I'm going to ban this guy from the chat because just because. And they're saying, Joe's saying Gio should go to a first team, system first team, a system first. What do you mean by that? Like a team that already has a system in place and he just fits into it? Maybe that'll work, maybe not. Gabriel saying, can we bench Berhalter? Well, Berhalter is benched. The problem is Berhalter is on the bench. We can't have Berhalter on the bench. Can we put him on the stands? Can Berhalter just become a fan? And then everyone's asking, no watch along for PSV? No, I'm going to be watching the game here, but I'm going to be also watching and resting because I have to do the vlog. I have to go to Fort Lauderdale in about 2 or 3 hours to get ready and do the vlog, the Messi game vlog. I also need to record eating the Messi burger. It's going to be a good vlog that'll be out tomorrow. So unfortunately, I can't do the live watch along, but I will gladly be tweeting about it so you can do that. What will I pay you to not tell Dustin? Well, I'm kind of just hoping that Dustin won't watch this stream. That way he won't know I cheated on the bet. And I hope he doesn't. He's in Southeast Asia. He'll be busy also editing the vlog. So guys, just download AC Momento. Follow us. It's free. You're going to enjoy the app. It's a pretty cool app. But everyone, thank you very much for watching. Drop a like before you go in this video just to help us out. Let me know your thoughts on the starting 11 that I came up with and your thoughts on this roster. Rate this roster from 1 to 10. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the support. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Next week, we have live watch alongs. USMNT camp is back. I am psyched. I am pumped. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Ciao.